If you're visiting Normandy, Honfleur is one of those towns that should definitely be on your itinerary. We spent a day here during our Normandy road trip, and in this video we're showing you exactly how we did it. The best places to walk around, a bit of the history, and where we ate some delicious galettes. It's often considered one of the prettiest towns in the region, so after watching this video, let us know in the comments if you agree. Let's get right into it. First of all, Honfleur is a city in the department of Calvados in northern France's Normandy region. It sits where the Seine River meets the English Channel, the stretch of sea that separates England and France. Some interesting things to note about Honfleur's history is that it was an important harbour from the Middle Ages. Ships left from here for trade and exploration, and hundreds of years later, in the early 1600s, French explorer Samuel de Champlain sailed from Honfleur and later founded Quebec City. In the 1800s, many artists came here to paint the harbour and the light. Painters like Claude Monet and Eugène Bourdin helped inspire the Impressionism movement, which is deeply linked to the region of Normandy. Honfleur is a small town, so you can see quite a bit in a day. The main place you'll probably start is the Vieux Bazin, which is the old harbour right in the centre of town. It's lined with tall, narrow houses that date back several centuries, and today most of them are restaurants, cafes, and little shops. This is really the heart of Honfleur, and it's where you'll get those classic views of the harbour with the colourful buildings reflected in the water. From there, you can walk over to the Church of Sainte Catherine, which is one of the most unusual churches in Normandy. It was built in the 15th century by local shipbuilders using wood, and if you look up inside, the ceiling is designed to look like the hull of an upside-down boat. The bell tower is actually separate from the church across the square, which was done to reduce the risk of fire spreading. Honfleur also has quite a few museums. We didn't go inside any during our visit, but if you have some extra time, there are several that are worth checking out. The Musée Eugène Bourdin focuses on the Impressionist painter Eugène Bourdin, who was born in Honfleur and is known for his coastal landscapes and harbour scenes. The museum also has works by other artists connected to the region, including some Impressionist painters like Claude Monet, who were inspired by this coastline. Another one is the Musée de la Marine, located inside a former church. This museum looks at Honfleur's long nautical history with model ships, navigation instruments, and exhibits about the town's role as an important port in past centuries. You can also visit the Musée du Vieux Honfleur, very close by, which focuses on the town itself. Inside you'll find objects, old photos, and displays that show what daily life in Honfleur was like over the years, dating back to the pre-industrial era. If you need more things to do, we've added even more activities and landmarks that are worth seeing in Honfleur in the blog post linked in the description. And if you're based in Honfleur, we've listed some of the best hotels for every budget, so definitely go check that out. Galettes are a type of savory crepe made with buckwheat flour. They actually come from Brittany, but because Normandy is right next door, they're very common here too. Instead of sweet fillings like regular crepes, galettes are usually filled with things like cheese, ham, eggs, and other local ingredients. In one of the little side streets close to the Vieux Bazin, we tried a small spot called Jean Crêpe d'Envie. We got a table right by the window and ordered a couple of galettes. The one we'd highly recommend is the galette généreuse. It's topped with ingredients that are very typical in Normandy. Apple, which makes sense since Normandy is famous for its apple production and apple cider. Creamy camembert, which if you didn't know, comes from Normandy. And Vire sausage, a delicious smoked sausage from the town of Vire. It was really good. We also ordered a couple of sweet crepes for dessert, which were also very good. And the service here was excellent, which made the whole experience even better. Another nice thing to do is simply grab an ice cream to go and walk around the harbour while watching the boats come in and out. It's a simple activity, but it's a great way to enjoy the vibe. We got our ice cream from one place nearby and it was just okay. But afterwards, we did a bit more research and found another spot that looks much better, l'Aristocloche, which is known for its homemade ice cream and seems to get really great reviews. If we went back, that's probably where we'd go. If you're staying in Honfleur, there are a few nearby towns we definitely suggest visiting as well. First is Étretat. It's famous for its dramatic white cliffs and natural rock arches along the coast. We actually made a whole video about it where we explain why it's really worth spending the day there. Plus, we share a few other foods you should try while you're in Normandy. Another great stop is the port city of Caen, which is the capital of the Calvados department in Normandy. One of the main things to see there is the Caen Castle, a huge medieval fortress built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century that you can still walk around today. The other big site is the Abbaye aux Hommes, a beautiful abbey also founded by William the Conqueror, where his tomb is located. It's one of the most important historic landmarks in the city. Planning a Normandy road trip can take a lot of work, so watch this video next where we've already done all the planning for you. All the towns we visited, plus what we did and ate along the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in that video. Safe travels!